Thank you all for tuning into Big Mama Story Time. Story Time! Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment to my page. Here we go. Hi guys, thank you all for tuning into Big Mama Story Time on today. Today I will be reading to you all the Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat. All right, guys, by Stan and Jane Berenstain. All right, guys, let's get into this. All right, this month is the month of October, which is Halloween month. So this month I will be reading a lot of Halloween books, actually mostly Halloween books. It could be parts or whatever, but it's going to be Halloween books. All right, guys, let's get into it. The sights and sounds of autumn were all around as Mama Bear pushed her shopping cart along the path that led to the Bear family's treehouse. The trees and shrubs were ablaze with color. Farmer Ben's pumpkin stood bright orange in the October sun. The crows cawed noisily as they searched the stubble for bits of corn. Wild geese in great V formations hunked high in the sky as they flew south. But the surest sign of the season was inside the treehouse, hiding behind Papa Bear's easy chair. It was Brother Bear waiting to try out his Halloween costume on Mama. It wasn't Halloween yet, but Brother and Sister couldn't wait to try on their new costumes. Sister was going to be a beautiful ballerina. Well, what do you think? She asked, taking the third position. Shh, said Brother. Mama's coming. Brother had chosen to be a spooky monster on Halloween. He had bought the spookiest monster mask he could find, and Mama made the rest of the costume. The mask looked more scared than scary, but okay, let's see. Boom! He shouted as Mama came in with the groceries. Help! A monster! She cried, pretending to be frightened. It's only me, Mama, he said, showing his face. So it is, said Mama. Well, that just goes to show that appearances can be deceiving. That's true. Appearances can be deceiving. What's that mean? Asked Sister. It's just as a grown-up way. It's just a grown-up way of saying that things aren't always what they look like, explained Mama as she unpacked the groceries. Look, goodies, said Brother. Hands off, please, said Mama. Those are for trick-or-treaters who come to our house tomorrow night. Brother and Sister were very excited about Halloween, and a little nervous too. This was the first year they would be going trick-or-treating without a grown-up along to supervise. I'm not sure I like the idea of them going by themselves, said Papa as he carved the pumpkin he got from Farmer Ben. It's pretty spooky out there, he added, making a scary face at the cubs. Now that's a scary face. Now Papa said, Mama, if Brother and Sister want to accept the challenge of going out on their own, I think we should encourage them. But remember, she continued, turning to the cubs, there'll be strict rules. You'll stay in your own neighborhood and you won't eat any of the treats until you're back home. Besides, said Brother, we won't really be by ourselves. We made a trick-or-treat date with Cousin Freddie, Lizzie Bruin, and Queenie McBear. Yeah, at least it's a group of them. It's always good to be in groups, guys. There, said Papa, putting the finishing touches on the jack-o'-lantern. Then he lit a candle inside it and turned out all the lights. It was pretty scary. The next day, Brother and Sister began planning the trick-or-treat route. They followed that night. Brother got a pencil and paper and made a map of the neighborhood. That way, he explained, they wouldn't miss anybody. Let's see now, he said. We'll stop at our house first. Ours. Freddy's, Lizzie's, and Queenie's. Then we'll do Farmer Ben's and our sitters, Mrs. Grizzle. Mrs. Grizzle for sure. Agreed, sister. She usually makes special Halloween cookies. And Teacher Jane, she gives out good stuff. How about Dr. Grizzly? Asked Brother. She's into health snacks. I think so, just to be polite, says Sis. Gramps and Gran, of course. Of course. They making they list and checking it twice. Look at them. I did that too, just to make sure I knew who all was on the neighborhood. I was going to the right houses. I'll tell you one place we are going to miss, said Brother, folding his mouth. What place is that? Asked Sister. That one, he answered, pointing out the window at the home of old Miss McGrizz. It was a spooky, twisted old treehouse in the thicket at the end of Crooked Lane. We're definitely not going there, he added with shiver. Why ever not? Asked Mama, who was listening. Why not? Said the Cubs. Because she's a witch. That's why not. Don't judge a book by its cover, guys. Remember that. But also, don't go into creepy houses now. That is not good. What utter nonsense, protested Mama. True, Miss McGrizzle is old and bent and rather forbidding looking, but I can assure you she's a perfectly nice person. But the Cubs didn't believe her, not for a minute. They knew better. Everybody knew better. No doubt about it, Miss McGrizz was a witch for sure. Just after dark, a pirate, a skeleton, and a wicked queen from Snow White came for Brother and Sister. They were Freddie, Lizzie, and Queenie, of course, and together they ventured out into the darkness with their trick-or-treat bags. Now, I'm a little opposed to it, guys. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm a little opposed to them feeling a certain way. I will be skeptic, too, because you never know. Just because the mom say they good, don't automatically mean the kids, people are good, because don't nobody really know people like that. So you always got to be skeptic who a person is. Rather, no matter how they look, just be skeptic and be on your toes. Just watch and pay attention, because they will show you who they are. Before they could get started collecting Halloween goodies, they were joined by some worrisome company. Too Tall Grizzly and his gang, out for mischief. Too Tall didn't waste any time trying to get brother, sister, and their friends to go along with him and his gang. Come on, we'll show you goodies. How to have some real Halloween fun, he said, pulling Brother along with him. What sort of fun? Asked Brother warily. Oh, you might say we're going to put the trick back in trick or treat, he said, chuckling. It was so dark that Brother and the others didn't notice where they were heading. Hey, said Sister, this is Crooked Lane. That's right, said Too Tall. We're going to play a few tricks on old Witch McGrizz. Well, what sort of tricks? Asked Brother. Her gnarled, twisted old treehouse loomed ahead. First, whispered Too Tall, taking a roll of toilet paper from his jacket. We'll decorate her house with a little of this. Then maybe we'll tie a few knots in her clothesline. Then smear some honey on her broomstick so she'll stick to it when she tries to fly. Oh, wow. So y'all just gonna mess with her and she ain't messing with y'all. That's not right. But before Too Tall and his gang could start their mischief, the front door opened and a bright yellow light stabbed the darkness. And there in the doorway stood the frightening figure of old Miss McGrizz. Ah! She said in a gravelly voice. I'm ready for you. She was ready. Look at her. She then led the terrified cubs into a cozy living room. To their great surprise, there was a big tray of beautiful candy apples all prepared for Halloween visitors. Mama was right, whispered sister and to brother. Miss McGrizz really is a sweet, kind old person. The cubs thanked her for the beautiful apples and went about the rest of that trick-or-treat business. See, you never know, but do not eat those apples before you get home. What your mama say? Later that evening, brother and sister were at home looking over all the treats they had collected. The beautiful candy apples stood out, and Papa asked where they came from. From Miss McGrizz, answered brother. From that scary-looking old grouch puss that lives down Cricket Lane? asked Papa. That's right, said brother, taking the delicious bite of his candy apple. See, look, some parents ain't even sure themselves. You must really try to remember, Papa, said sister, giving her apple a little lick. Appearances can be quite deceiving. Hey, look at that. The kids, see? Yeah, kids be teaching the parents sometimes. All right, guys, that was the end of the Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat. I hope you guys like that book. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my page if you haven't done so already. All right, guys, any Halloween books, the traditional books that you know of that you want me to read, let me know for this October, this month. I will try and get them as quick as possible and get them out there to you guys. All right, guys, thank you for your support. Bye.